So when you realize what myths actually are, and that they're not just random stories or something people made up to entertain themselves, but rather that they are actually encoded with quantum information. Information that takes visuals, characters, and identities to cast them as the players of abstract concepts. Because when you go up to someone and try to explain consciousness to them, unless they're already initiated into it via self-initiation, they're going to look at you like you are Looney Tunes. And for good reason, because consciousness is abstract. I mean, with all the studies we have devoted to it, nobody understands it. That's why it's completely futile to try to figure out what someone else thinks about you, because they're not thinking about you. Because by all intents and purposes, you are dreaming them. And the only way to awaken from the dream or become lucid in the dream is to stop caring what your manifestations or the characters in your play think about you. Because it matters what you think about you. And then the mirror effect happens, and the characters in your play reflect back to you what you are writing within you. And I get it, this sounds really, really weird. Because you're probably sitting there going, okay, this random dude is telling me that I'm creating him. But I want you to stop and think a little bit about video games. Now, I am not a gamer by any stretch of the imagination, but do a thought experiment with me. You have these video game companies and they use computers and software to simulate a reality. Within those realities, now that we have online connectivity, you can have millions of people playing at once, all having a different experience. And to player one, being you, you're looking at a screen with a bunch of other computer-generated characters. And within that computer-generated reality, those characters will act and react based on the type of character that you are. In fact, you may see a different overworld, different characters, and even timelines than another player one plugged in playing. It doesn't mean that you're real and they're not real. It means that you are conscious and they are not. Because your consciousness is creating your player one experience and theirs is creating theirs. And it's actually exceedingly rare for two aware conscious beings to interact with each other. And that's why the myths are so important. Not because they happened, but because they're happening within you. Hey, my name's Cub. Let me know what you think. And if you want to learn more about myths, consciousness, and ancient wisdom, check out my brand new book, Mysteries of Ancient Wisdom, at mysteriesofancientwisdom.com. I know the author, and I think you're going to love it.